Five, four, three, two, one. You are now rocking with the Homeboy Etiquette motherfucking podcast. It's your main man over here at 5280 Q. Q stands for King, as in King the Conqueror. That's off my partner in crime, the arc reactor himself.
Yo, this is Kenneth the Raw representing Homeboy Etiquette here on YouTube and Twitch. Also now on TikTok. And also representing King Productions here on YouTube and TikTok. We did have a topic to talk about today, but unfortunately, everything new has now hit the community, the Black community, the Red Pill community, the community. Kevin Samuels has died. From what I read in the article last night, apparently he went into cardiac arrest here a couple of days ago, and he did not recover. Died at age 56. And so today we're just going to be doing a tribute episode for Kevin Samuels, kind of going over how he's impacted our lives, as well as giving our thoughts about his information, his impact on the community, and where do we go from here? So I'm gonna go ahead and get it started off.
We'll always love you, Godfather. Godfather, we'll always love you, Godfather. Godfather. All right, if y'all don't know what that song is from, it's like that. It's like a modification of that song by the Lots. So saying we're always gonna be Big Papa. So rest in peace, Kevin Samuels, also child, and rest in peace, Big Papa himself. Motherfucking notorious B.I.G. in this bitch. All right, wait.
But I'm not seeing her camera, so I guess.
But it's like, I gotta figure out, I can't even remember. It was years ago that I discovered Kevin Samuels. It just popped in my fucking radar because I was already in the Red Pill community, shit like that. Because I'm just trying to figure out, like, what the fuck is going on with this world right now? This is supposed to be like loving basketball right now. Bitches, like, we supposed to be on the basketball court. You be like, I'll play you. I'm like, nigga, for what? For your heart. And then, like, I'm supposed to go on Blake Griffin, like, fuck that bitch. Fuck that bitch. Bitch, what I'm talking about? Hold up. Fuck that Duncan Slay. Like, that's wild shit like that. It's supposed to be like the wood and shit like that. I'm like, yo, something is off in the goddamn game of life because this shit, no offense, like, it's like kind of, it's like, you know where the shit's supposed to go. You know what roles are supposed to play. Of course, shit changes up and everything like that. But it's like there's patterns in life, and we continue on. We pass the buck. We live our shit. We create some shit. We pass on that shit down the road, and the shit we live, and we just be there as counsel as we get older in life. I was trying to figure it all, and then luckily, Kevin Samuels ever came across my fucking page, and I listened to his shit, and I kept listening, and listening, and it was such good like information. Like the one thing I'm gonna miss now is like his monologues, and then like hearing that he passed today, there was like a small kind of shift or just something really just being cemented in my brain, and it is like, yo, 56, that is young as fuck.
Yeah, in 2022, 56 is pretty young now, man. Honestly, like it kind of shook me. Like I didn't even believe it. Like I had to go.
Like, come on, nigga, tell me it's a joke.
Yeah, like I thought it was some kind of like hoax or something like that. So I just started going to like different websites trying to see if it could be if it was confirmed and all that. And yeah, like once I started seeing like the YouTube thumbnails popping up, Donovan Sharp saying "Rest in peace,"
Shout out to Donovan
Fresh and Fit saying "Rest in peace."
That man's gonna be hit hard. He's definitely a rider for his people, man. When he's like, you was friends, that motherfucker don't care if his friends are right or wrong with the argument. Donovan is coming out swinging like, nigga, don't care if he's wrong. He's doing real shit, man. Fuck you, Auburn preach.
That's what really solidified it for me. Once I saw Donovan Sharp 3 hour. I didn't watch it, but
I don't even want to watch it. Did you watch it?
I didn't watch it. Like, because I was feeling kind of fucked up because like it came out of nowhere, and I was just like, am I getting real emotional about this shit? It's but it's because like I spent so much time watching his content. You know what I mean? Like it felt like there was almost like a personal connection type of shit going on. Because when I first discovered Kevin Samuels, I was in the midst of Red Pill rage type shit. You know what I mean? And I just happened to come across the famous Average at Best video from World Star.
Oh, that's how you got started.
Yeah. Like that's the first time that I heard about him. And then but when I watched it, like I wasn't thinking like, oh, he's going in on this bitch. It was literally just like he just made like a bunch of factual points, and then she's just getting mad, and like he just said what most guys at that time wanted to say but didn't have the balls. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I remember I had an analogy for it with my boy Stan. Stan, you watching this, dog? Dog, we friends now, motherfucker. We friends. But anyway, yeah, you ain't got a choice. We friends.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
So anyway, I was doing this analogy about it. It's like with Kevin Samuels is like pretty much like Scooby Doo, and it's like Scooby Doo and Kev is just Fred, and then the chicks that was sitting there like, well, who done it? Why did he do it? And he just goes over there. I'll solve this gang. It's like, this is the man. This is you as woman. This is the man right here, and just sitting there all tied up and shit like here. And he goes, this is what he looks like. He's walking around in Scots costume. He goes, boom, takes it off. This is what he actually is, what he actually thinks. He goes, and this is how he actually gets it done and operates it. Look, this was a machine over there that made him hover above shit like that. And it was like, yeah, it was just like, and then girls, women are just like, because guys, we have to like, that's the reason why we say locker room talk. Because when it's just guys, we all on the same level, just guys talking, then we raw.
Yeah, it's some rough shit. Like if you think some of the shit that like is said like on podcasts like this, you know what I mean? Like when the cameras are off, it can get so much worse. You know what I mean? Because graphic detail that you cannot put on YouTube or Twitch, you would have to go to like our Patreon page, which we actually have a conversation like that on our Patreon. So go to the link down there for our Patreon page.
Oh man, we're gonna get better with the Patreon content and everything. Like, but it's like, man. But if it wasn't for Kevin Samuels, right? I was on the point at the point. I was like, nigga, relationships are stupid. They're fucking retarded. Fuck this shit. Y'all niggas is dumb as all hell. But after listening to enough of his content, I used to always go, why the fuck is he fighting so hard for relationships? Why the fuck is he just always fighting so hard for relationships? And I just kept listening, and I kind of got what he said. And that's how pretty much my ass was open to being in a relationship, even though, you know, that relationship was a fucking tough one. It was a tough one. And it was like listening to his content and just explaining that shit like that is like what made me actually get into the relationship. Because if you take away the Kevin Samuels part of it all, and then I would have never gotten into that relationship because I'd have been on some bitch want to holler about fuck me. Hold up. No, fuck that bitch. Talking about you say he's just like bitch, bye.
Yeah,
like, nah, man.
And
but yeah, it was just like I was sitting there just wondering, it's like, why the fuck is he fighting so hard for marriage? And it's just like every other body just like fuck that shit. And it was just like, and then it's like he was listening and he was right. So it's not like we lost. Like it's not like we're fans. Kevin Samuels is like he's an elder pretty much, just like an elder, just like who else is like a fucking counterpart to that, like counterpart to Kevin Samuels as an elder on the female side. Like we thought it was Rebecca Lynn Pope, but apparently she's throwing niggas back underneath the bus.
Yeah, like Kevin Samuels actually shouted her out a lot. You know, like he actually followed her work. On the female side, I don't know, man, because like it seems like it's not even really so much an individual like that. They have an entire female system. You know what I mean? Like Kevin Samuels was like an individual who was breaking out of the red pill system and then making a face for males who shared his viewpoints.
And then he's also extending the olive branch and just trying to connect out to the other half. Like the other half, and just like, bitch, get reunited, motherfuckers. Y'all know y'all are better together than you are goddamn apart. Get your goofy asses in this room, shake hands, hug, forgive, and figure out this goddamn shit, because y'all motherfuckers gonna be dying alone. So you're gonna be like, we're comfortable dying alone. Like, niggas, we got porn and video games. There's an unlimited supply of porn and video games. Niggas just like, we kind of cool over here. Or if you like me, then, nigga, you got porn and video game with passports.
Well, I mean, it's not even just that black guys would be dying alone. It was more like, you know, we were divesting. You know what I mean?
Because, it's bad. It's bad for y'all. It's like, but the thing is for us, we still gonna be, nigga. We get to be those same schoolyard kids, hanging out, laughing, joking, fucking around, playing pranks on each other. And you telling me we get to do that shit from now as adults with money until the day we old as shit and rich as fuck? And you don't think we gonna be old and playing pranks and fucking with each other and having a good ass time? Y'all girls gonna be sitting on the outside like we want to go play with the boys club. It looks more fun because y'all girls just got your little mimosas and your brunches, which is boring as shit. And you got us over here just fucking hilarious.
Oh well, yeah, which I agree with you. But okay, so it looks like your guys' camera issues have been resolved.
Tag team.
So why don't you guys go ahead and give your plugs, introduce yourselves.
All right, man. Hooligan the builder, Cypher 360, OJ Glove. You feel me? Yeah, we out here.
Kid Atlas Nova, Cypher 360.
Nigga got a chain.
Oh shit, he's shining.
Yeah, what you mean? You think we gonna do that? Yeah,
Cypher will be tapping in.
All right, for sure. So yeah, like I let you guys know the topic today, and then you guys heard the information as well. You know, Kevin Samuels has passed at age 56 due to cardiac arrest, and we were just trying to give
cocaine. Fuck that, man. That man should not have passed that.
I mean, rest in peace.
No, real shit,
First
bro.
and foremost.
Real shit. I agree.
Some goddamn Red Bulls.
That shit was shocking to me.
Yeah, I know. It's like
Yeah, shocking.
when you woke up, it's not as magnanimous. It's not like to discredit them, but it's like an elder passing. But it's like when you found out Kobe passed,
Yeah.
nigga, fucked my day up. Fuck everything. I ain't want to do shit. I'm like fuck this
that's
shit.
how I was with Chadwick.
That was a dark day. They made a whole like a power armor drink over there.
Shit.
Yeah,
All right,
bro.
so for this one we're gonna honor Kevin Samuels because it's definitely it hits. But it's like God, this shit ain't gonna hit until like Monday when I'm just expecting the episode to drop,
Another monologue.
and then we don't get any more monologue. We don't get no more verses like Mac Miller or Nipsey. We don't get no more verses, no more songs. We don't get no more. It's like.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
I don't
That
know.
Mac Miller really hit home for me. Like that was great. But I would just put on the dude like last week, and now he passed, and I'm like, what?
So you actually just started listening to it.
Yeah, actually, yeah, like last week. But everything he said was true, facts. But yeah, I was like, what? He passed. Like I was like, nigga, I just started listening to him.
God damn it, Julio.
Yeah, he has like what hundreds, if not thousands of hours of content.
Apparently,
He's the Godfather. He's the
Yeah.
Godfather.
Yeah, man, and like I was just kind of going over how I got introduced to Kevin Samuels, which the majority of people got introduced to him this way, which was the average at best video on WorldStar, where people just make clips out of it, where basically like there's this black chick, and I actually watched the full video from this, but it was a black chick who was a entrepreneur. I think she was like
She owned a dog grooming service.
exactly. And
Wait, what?
she was making really good money. She was making like into the six figures, like at least like 200K, something like that a year. And because of that, she was just like, well, I wouldn't expect anybody else who is like, making less money than me. I need somebody who's on my level. And, due to hypergamy, that's a natural feeling to have. But when you look at her face, and I'm being generous, bro.
She was like Elise O'Neal's older sister.
what?
Elise O'Neal's older sister. That's what I say. Yo, you know who Elise O'Neal is?
No, I not.
Alright.
I mean, like I could, but yeah.
Whoa, hold on. What do you get?
I would have gave her a solid 4.5 to 5 out of 5.
4.5, my nigga, on a good day.
4.5 to 5 out of 10, and that's being
Okay.
gracious. And she had makeup on, so it's like,
That's a fact.
and then so she's
She was like-
expecting,
She looked like an ant. She had a
Nigga.
big forehead.
yeah.
Damn.
Big ass forehead.
She just not scared. She just but the fact that like
that ass bitch.
somebody on my level making money that I'm like, y'all must have never heard the story of King Midas.
Yeah.
Like motherfucker, he came in, he asked like, I want everything I touch to turn to gold. The motherfucker was like, all right, there you go. And then what happened?
They were dissatisfied.
He goes, gold, 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 gold. Hey Clarence, give me a napkin. Oh shit.
Yeah, nigga said, oh shit.
I lost Clarence. Fuck, shit, gold.
He's like, shit, I'm hungry.
Gold.
Ah!
Shit. Gold. Gold.
I can't drink water either. Let's go, nigga.
And his daughter runs
Yes,
into the room like,
God.
Papa, look, that bitch don't touch me, don't touch me. Oh, shit. And she's gone. And like, shit, now I'm stuck too. Fuck. God damn, I gotta starve myself to death. Now to lose weight. My daughter's frozen in gold.
My
Shit,
daughter's
it
frozen in gold.
sucks. And it's like, that's what it is. Like, when you get money and you put money as that primary thing that you goddamn want, you think everything you touch turns to cash. And you can't bond with nobody. You can't connect with anyone. And you fucked.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, human nature it's a people's game. We're a community. You got to connect with another person. Like, I'm at my worst in my life when I'm at home by myself and I ain't got shit to do for the day. And there's a case of beer in my fridge. I'm at my worst. I can't connect.
Yeah, no, I definitely got you on that. And but yeah, like I watched that clip, right? And so like a lot of people liked it because like he told her straight up, like you're average at best. I don't know why your expectations are so high. You know, and like because like a lot of women were like drank the Kool-Aid, they bought the hype, they thought that you become successful.
Wait, what are we gonna do?
They're special. You must remember.
Oh yeah, special.
We're 1 out of 8 billion people on the planet. 23 billion people estimated to have ever lived. Not we're different. Some people are selling different things, but not a single one of us is pretty much what I'm special. Like famous motherfuckers have our problems magnified. They got the worst shit. Like, what do you think about that, Atlas?
It's real shit. I mean, chicks, like, I read something on the internet, man, that said like because human nature is for people, and you'll find that everybody feels that they're special in some way. If you talk to people, maybe like I'll rap with certain people, and they'll be like, yo, you gotta hear my shit, my shit's different, bro. You know what I'm saying? And you kind of realize, you feel me, like what makes you the norm is that because you feel you're special. Everybody really special. Everybody feel they special. That inherently makes you the norm. And what I come to find with women want to feel. And when we say things like, when we say things like, oh, all women are emotional, men are logic. Obviously, there's both of that in both of us, right? But when we say things like all women want to feel special, what we're really saying is that women have more of a tendency to want to feel like, more privileged and special, between the genders and whatnot. Like guys want to feel confident and shit like that, but women always want to feel a sort of privilege or some sort of, a special shit.
I'm different.
I'm different. I had a girl. I had a girl tell me she was she grew up feeling like she was an alien.
Real serious. I've seen this shit, nigga.
Serious
I've literally seen it.
Wait, what? Say that again.
She was an alien, my nigga.
Well, I had a girl where I was talking to her, and I literally was testing this out, literally. So I said, I asked her what an anomaly is. I said, you know what that is? And she probably Googled it real quick. And she realized, because it took her a little second to come back. And so then she was like, so I said, do you feel like you're an anomaly? She said, yeah, everybody should feel like we're different. She said everybody should feel like they're special. And I said, we're all special in our own way. And she said, well, and I said, what makes you special? She said, well, growing up, I've always just felt different. I said, different in terms of how. And the more I kept breaking it down, it's like Turtle said, they only have that few layers of logic. Until they revert to some off the wall shit.
Yeah, all of a sudden it's the devil and
Belial. She said, growing up, I feel like I was an alien. Had to screenshot it. Had to, because I was like, this shit's crazy.
But like, I'm like, look, woman, like, it's like, you special to me. I picked you. You special to me. I know your insides, your outs, your moods, your swings, your ticks, your talks, and all that shit like that. I picked you. You went along with things are cool. You special to me. Your it's significant to me because to everybody else, any other guy out there is looking at you. They're like, man, she look good. I just want to fuck none of that. That's it. All you is nut. But to me, you're more because I know your idiosyncrasies. I know your habits. I know your so-called faults. I know you fought in your sleep.
Right.
Okay, but look, like God told me, man, like, bro, You scream up and down that you're a queen. You can do that. Why are you a queen? Because you have a king.
Yeah. I mean, like, I refer to Patrice O'Neal on that. It's just like, you want me to treat you like a queen? Yeah, I will. The king's bitch. That's what the queen.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, there we go. That's okay. I forgot about this shit. So I kind of have this analogy, right? So God is sitting up top. He's sitting there chilling. He's talking to Patrice O'Neal. He's like, man, that's some funny shit right there. Yo, I got this guy you need to meet. Hold on, let me go get him. Hey, Patrice, Kevin, Patrice. And I said, what happened?
Perfect. Yeah, yeah, right. He just put that nigga like right off the planet, bro. Because Kevin Samuels referred to Patrice O'Neal a lot too. But yeah. So like, and when I watched that clip, you know, the average at best video, man, like, and he just told her straight up that she's average, and then let her know that, you know, guys aren't looking for how much money you make. We don't give a shit. Like the CEO of a Fortune 500 company is no better than the girl that works at McDonald's if she's cute.
Or a crackhead at 7-Eleven. We can go in the back alley and get a pop.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like no teeth and all. And
I'm about to go home and erase my browser history.
Crackhead bitches. Like,
it's like, I'm like,
I'm seeing a slight trending.
Like, with Patrice O'Neal, he says, bitch, you have dignity when there's these two hot chicks, fine as dime pieces.
2 girls, 1 cup.
And they're shitting in a cup. And you have the nerve to have dignity.
Right. Yeah, exactly. And like, so when I
I was like, nah, you
Kevin's
actually you might be special. You actually might be special. You shouldn't in the cup.
I mean, like, fine. Like, I seen the video. The girls was fine as fuck.
Yeah, they're
that cute niggas.
It's like what girls fucked up is when porn came into existence, because it goes, you talking to this regular, just regular chicken, just trying to give us some attention. Like, look, I think I'm kind of interested because you seem like cool people and the opportunity is here. And then she goes act all hostility like, I get things holler at me every day. It's like, I got dignity. I got respect for myself. And it's like, and then you look at these fine ass girls in porn, just like choking on dick and just gagging, just doing the most disgusting shit on the fucking planet.
$100 down. I bet she ate that off a dog bowl.
And it made $100 on some shit, maybe $5 grand, 10 grand, 20 grand. But it's like 20 grand worth your soul like that. But it's like, and then you got the, and then you like, and then you have the nerve to be a fucking asshole and act like you better than. Like, you better than I would take them over you.
Yeah, man. And like so like, you know, yeah, like so like seeing a dude in the public eye actually like coming forward and saying what every guy has in his heart, you know what I mean? Like that really shocked
most guys,
because like it wasn't that he was talking shit to females. It was literally like, because if you listen to like the full conversation, he breaks down exactly why he says what he says. And like, so, you know, I started binge watching the guy, you know what I mean? Like going, like once I ran out of his talking to females content, I started going back in time to see when he was talking to dudes. And seeing that everything started off as a male self-improvement channel.
He was putting foots to asses.
Oh yeah, absolutely. The dudes, he's just like, yeah, well, you know, like I'm kind of short, fat. I don't like leaving my house. I don't make a lot of money. Why can't I get women? It's like, because you're a fat loser.
Put the McDonald's down. Hit a fucking treadmill. Nigga, walk back from the front door to the balcony and do that shit about 1,000 times, and then just eat a fucking carrot, nigga.
Nigga, like what me and Terrell was talking about. Look, it could be as simple as parking away from the front door, my nigga.
Right.
And nigga, why you park so far away? Nigga, I know you can make this walk. What the fuck you mean? Like, hey, get it where you can. Get it where you can, nigga. Like,
yeah, exactly. And like, so like Kevin Samuels really had that idea. Like, I use this quote all the time now. You're only allowed one struggle as a man. If you're under 6 feet, you better be in shape. You know what I mean? Like you better have money. You better be ambitious to some degree. You know what I mean? Like, you better be funny. Like, you have to have things to overcome whatever your deficiencies are. You know what I mean? Especially if you're trying to deal with women, because hypergamy has accelerated since 2010 with the advent of Instagram. and has changed the 80-20 rule, meaning like 80% of women go for the top 20% of guys. It has now changed it to something like 90-10, 95-5 type shit. You know what I mean? So it's like you can no longer afford to just be an average dude like in previous generations and expect to get married to any chick, because average chick, just like Marquise was saying, she's gonna look at you up and down talking about like, I wouldn't give him time of day. I got 37 niggas who are thirsty as fuck who want feet pics. And like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
And
so, like,
she's not wrong in those assumptions. There are 37 thirsty niggas out there.
I mean,
yeah, well, shit.
Yeah.
it's also like it's like, and even just like the guys going for females like that, you ain't shit as a guy, and you come around guys throwing their shit like us, and you ain't on your shit, dog. You know what that is? That is a fucking massacre of a roast.
That is a barbecue, my nigga.
Nigga, we will roast you to fucking all high hell. You will die, resurrected.
And we gonna take your bitch too.
Yeah, nigga, we will roast your ass.
Yeah, she coming with it.
And be talking to the devil, be like, so you come here often, my nigga?
Yeah, this nigga just be like, and like, that's some real shit. Like,
and now you can't compete and keep up as a peer amongst us, and we will fucking roast you. Like, bitches is the last thing of your problem. Don't mean to call you bitches. It just seems like the shit at the right time. It's like that. It's like you will get flame royal Johnny fucking Storm, Goku Kamehameha, nigga, throw a hammer into the fucking sky. Nigga, we will.
I know blast.
You are not on our level.
yeah, like, and it's not even like it's an intentional thing. Like, I think it was Aaron Clary. Is his name? Aaron Clary. Yeah, like he was on the Fresh and Fit podcast, and you know, he was giving his take on relationships with women, and he basically was just like, yeah, no, like women are not to be pursued. You absorb them as you're becoming a man. You know what I mean? So it's like a good example would be like a conversation I have with Hooligan here, where like he's out with the homegirl. You know what I'm saying? And like, you know, Hooligan, you know, not to jerk the nigga off or anything, but like this nigga has a crazy high success rate with females.
I've seen this shit.
I've seen the magic happen with my own eyes. I still don't believe it half the time. And like,
wait, who said that?
What?
They don't believe it half the time.
No, that was me. I was like, I still didn't believe it, even though I've seen it with my own eyes half the time. But it's a magical shit. All right, so but with that being the case, like he goes out with homegirl. She'll remain anonymous. You know the story. And he goes out with her, and this guy after guy after guy are coming up to this chick, like, no. Like she was kind of giving some dudes time of day, but then she was also getting some free drinks from some other niggas. And people keep coming up to him saying, "Is that your girl?" He's just like, "Nah." And then she keeps curving. Yeah, she eventually started just curving. And then they start getting mad at him because she's with him, and he's not even trying to do shit. So all of like when you're inadequate as a guy, immediately like it's not like you being there is like you like actually attacking the other dude, but like he sees
just
something that literally triggers something in himself, and he's just like, "Oh, what the fuck is wrong with me?" And there's like, "That's what's wrong with you. You're a bitch."
That's
you
what's wrong with you. Like, nigga, you
like that's exactly what's wrong with you, bro.
It's like, all right, well, Hooligan, it was just whatever the fuck was put in baby milk. But with Atlas, nigga, Atlas, I see this nigga game up. It just called. You
be out here.
It's like,
yeah,
you look at your phone,
Hooligan, bro.
you go to your fucking contacts, it's like Atlas, and it's like gaming up. It's like, what?
Atlas is like that too. Bro. Atlas's shit is fucking weird shit though. Like Hooligan is like Count Dracula. Like he be hypnotizing bitches with his eyes, and then fucking Atlas will just say some off the wall shit, and they're like, "Oh yeah, that's one of my bitches." And I'm like, what the fuck just happened? That shit is just beyond reason.
Nigga, explain yourselves.
Your guys' camera froze up.
But still, explain yourselves.
I don't know if they kind of lost the feed or whatever. I mean, okay, well, while they're
it's reloaded. But still, like, you just see this shit, and it's just like, I mean, maybe it's like the same with us. I was like, I remember this good chick came over to the Atlas apartments. Fuck it, is that Axis? Okay, Axis. And then I remember like Corey had brought her and her friend through. BC King brought her and her friend through, and then the friend was like, "Hi, what's up? Like, cool." And it was like, head up, hung out, we should have fun, hang out, kid, having fun. And it's like, nigga, how the fuck did you do that? Like, nigga, I don't fucking know. I didn't do shit. Nigga, I just walked in my goddamn apartment, and y'all niggas and them was there.
Yeah, exactly, bro. Like it. I think this kind of goes into a conversation I had like last week, actually with them, and it was something along the lines of like, you know, a lot of the sexual experiences I've had with women, dead ass, like I don't even remember what happened. Like it was like at one point we were just talking, and then the next person smashed it, and like, and I have no idea how the fuck the pop. But yeah, kind of getting back on subject, you know what I mean? Like, what stuck out as important to me about Kevin Samuels is specifically that, especially once you go into like his male content, right? There are two, like foot and ass, like just your prostate. Let me just pick up with my big toe. I hope I cut my nails.
Hey, what?
You know what I mean? Okay. Like. So like there are two things that I learned. It was just like, okay, as a guy, you are valuable, but you have to make yourself valuable.
Yep, that's the fun part.
And two, as a dude, it's like you have to understand the reality of the situation that you're in. You know what I mean? And like so, once he started to like really break down what it means, like, and you can like, here's the thing, he was already in his 50s when he first started. You know what I mean? So it's like this guy has a lot of life experiences. Like he's tried all type of different stuff. He's been in marketing. He's done all like entrepreneurship, all types of shit. And then also, you know, like with women and stuff. So it's like I think that like even if he was wrong, a good percentage of what he was talking about, there's enough wisdom there to still learn something. So I just sat and listened. You know what I mean? And just binged all of his content. And then I really started to like. I was just like, this guy really knows what the fuck he's talking about. You know what I mean? And like, it was Kevin Samuels. Shout out to Kevin Samuels that like got me on my cologne game, like got me on my like, you know, improve your image game. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like the value of having a really good network and circle. Like he has the breakdown of like what he calls your wallet. You know what I mean? Do you remember that? Like I can't remember the acronym of wallet, but basically it came down to like what actually constitutes your value as a man. You know, and then, you know, on the other side, like the way that he was able to communicate to females and then like, you know, basically break the truth to them. If they were respectful, they got something out of it. We got to watch it in real time.
And we got to watch it and watch them. And he's like basically showing us, these are the women that you're going to be dealing with here. And it's just like they all came in, it was raw, unfiltered, just natural. It was just like, and then you kind of started grasping the situation. Like at first, you're like, "This is insanity."
Yeah, like I was like, "It can't be this bad. It can't be." I started getting fucking.
Nigga, this can't be.
Wait.
Hold on.
I was just gonna say, nah. That's kind of how I felt. That's kind of what made me start binging it, thinking like, "Yo, this shit ain't scripted. These women is legit, like feeling this way. Like they really, you know what I'm saying?" And it was like you really don't recognize the level of delusion. And, you know, for me, how I got introduced to Kevin Samuel, man, last year, I just got out of a real serious relationship. I have been, you know, seeing a girl for a while. And, you know, when I started watching Kevin Samuels, maybe a month, 2 months after that, you know, I just started seeing things, you know, going back in hindsight and seeing things. And I was like, damn, yo, and like, who was this guy saying that? You know what I'm saying? Like, it was almost like a breath of fresh air, like I say, coming from a family of women. He's you know, I've always heard, you know, you could have told me before I heard Kevin Samuels, you could have told me, you know, Tyrell, why do, you know, why do guys not date girls with a lot of money? And I would say, you know, probably maybe insecure or something, you know, I would have said the same shit a girl would say, I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But then you start thinking about it, you know, I've always been a real logical person. Then you start him breaking down, I'm thinking, well, yeah, I guess so. If I did have $1 million in my pocket, I wouldn't give a fuck about how much money, you know what I mean? And so for me, he just, like Turtle said, it's important. It's more than important, actually. It's necessary for guys these days to understand female nature as an actual science, like an actual curriculum, to the point that it needs to be, they can methodically approach this if they really plan to win. You know what I'm saying? Understand you're gonna have. Kevin Samuels had another acronym that was super dope. He said men have to protect their meat, their masculinity, energy, attention, and time.
We got the meats, nigga.
Big fact.
You know what I mean? So rest in peace to Kevin Samuels, man. A super mentor. You know what I mean? Just, you know what I mean? The Godfather.
Mm-hmm.
That motherfucker was a Leonidas.
Yeah, let's spark one for this.
Like when, like in the Spartan army, when that one dude in 300 got injured, Leonidas sent him home.
Oh, the hunchback nigga?
No, not the hunchback
wait.
nigga. Fuck that. I mean, any nigga that's
The guy who lost his eye.
yeah, and he was like, "You no good to me. Go back there and tell them what happened." And he sent them back.
Yeah, he said, "Bro, you too pussy for me to kill you.
300.
You let him know what
Kevin
it
Samuels
is."
made me ass, but that motherfucker made it back and his narrated the story is it's like as it is now, and it's like, man, it's like got to tell the tale. And it was like it's amazing. Like some broads be sitting there. I shouldn't say broads. Shout out to my cousin. Part of me would be. He would always get on my case by saying the word broads. He'd be like broads. Like,
Yeah, and people see it as disrespectful. It's not.
I'm like, my bad. I watch a lot of Italian gangster movies. All right, that's kind of how much.
That's all they talk about.
It's from. Because I watched a lot of mob movies, and that's as a kid. Like, Kung Fu and mob movies was my greatest influence. And I guess that's why, like, I feel comfortable patting this guy, like, "Hey, buddy, go move over there." He's like, "What?" I said, "Go move over there." Like, Jesus Christ, what monster did they create? But it was like, I got my goddamn point now. The 300 guy going back there and passing the goddamn torch. Right now, it's like Nipsey Hussle say it's a marathon. And then, you know, just as Kev is passed, the baton is right from the ground. And it's honestly, we're about to see who's going to pick that motherfucker up and be able to take him the distance. I mean, because that baton weighs a lot.
Yeah, like, and he made such a huge impact in such a short amount of time, man. Like that average of best videos. Well, yeah, I mean, like a lot of people don't like to count like his initial stuff on YouTube, like when he was talking to guys.
Even when he was talking to girls, I've been listening to him for years, like before the pandemic.
I found out about him like right around the time the pandemic started.
Oh, that's crazy. Like Terrell's probably been listening to it for all of it.
Yeah, well, like last August.
What did let's say?
Yeah, that's about the first time I heard about him last. You know, the average at best video. That's, you know.
Maybe I saw him before that shit then.
My favorite.
I got on them like, you know, last August, I say, you know. Mm-hmm. And I just binge watched him since. Like it's just addicting because you're like, nigga, he's saying that real shit. To change your perspective on things.
He's saying that shit I want to say, but I just don't.
Hey, I'm gonna miss his monologues. My favorite monologue of his was one in January. Winter is coming. That was my favorite monologue. One. You
gotta get that sound. Did you get that? You bastards.
No, I don't have. We're talking to somebody outside until we had to come in.
Oh yeah, I do. B, brother. Wait, we're not gonna give his real name now, but we're gonna give his alias is B. So you're gonna see him next week. You guys know him. We grew up with him.
Word. Who?
So anyway, what was your guys' favorite monologue of his?
Like, it's kind of hard to tell, man, because I saw it as like a transition. Like I was watching as his mind worked to develop from one idea to the next. You know what I mean? The Winter is Coming one. I do say that one was really impactful because it had a sense of urgency. The metaphors that he used behind it were like very accurate in relation to like how women need to basically get your shit together because you're on the clock. You know what I mean? As a guy, I mean, we can shoot one off until we literally die. You know what I mean? Like, be 97 and still bust a nut. You know what I mean? Like,
you best believe I will too. Yeah.
I'm not playing to.
My favorite part about like the monologue of The Winter is Coming, he's like, You got a good man. You motherfucker, you need to treat him right. What the fuck? All right, that's me paraphrasing. So that's my paraphrase.
Oh, no. That's actually the one I watched. Actually. Yeah, no doubt. Like, he was all like, man, you've been with this man for 10 years. And you left him, and now you crying? Like, what the fuck? Like,
Right. It's just like you better go back to that man on hands and knees through broken glass and blood. Because ain't nobody out here waiting.
Because ain't nobody looking for you now. Winter passed.
Oh yeah. That's the winter is here episode, but like the winter is coming monologue. That was my favorite one because he was just like, I'm trying to warn you, motherfuckers. It's like I'm trying to say, women, I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to help you. Like, look, you're sitting there like a plumber, like a $50,000 a year guy. It's like that's not good. What?
You know, like I loved all of his monologues, but like what really stuck out to me though, which this isn't really for the sensationalism, but it would be when like the conversation starts completely positive, and then the woman shows the true colors and literally starts just talking so down on like her ex-husband or like her father or something like that. And then a switch goes off in his head. And he's like, how dare you funky bitch. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what do you mean? Like, I hope your father sees this so that he can see what...
Yeah, I didn't see him yet.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
he was telling me, like, he has his, like, snap moments be having niggas, Katrina crying. They was like...
Kevin snap moments real quick when you just go in real quick.
Well, yeah, it was always like a sense of like disrespect because he was just like, he would always make the point to be like, I came from a blue collar family. My father was blue collar. Like, don't you dare disrespect people in the blue collar function and say that they are less than just because they don't look as extravagant as the life that you think that you're entitled to.
I love that.
Like, you're no better than your parents. You're asking for way more than what your parents were able to afford you. What gives you the balls to look down on their sacrifice?
What gives you ovaries?
No.
Yeah, I was all like, what give you the balls? That's the problem. That's all.
No, that's sir. And you got him,
sir. Can I?
I remember, one thing that really stuck out to me that was real impactful. He used to always say, just like like Toto said, he represents the average man, So like, he used to always say, I'm not. Talking about the guys who are celebrities and rappers and ball players. He said, I'm talking about the guys who had to build it from the ground up. He said, because that's how I was. I was the guy who had to build it from the ground up. He said, it's a different type of, it's different when you build it from the ground up and whatnot. And he said, so I'm representing those type of men, because a lot of the ladies come on the show and they're like, oh, I'm looking for a ball player and all these types of things. He's saying, you're going to have to settle with a man who's, maybe he's not a ball player and everything, but guess what? He's not any less. You know what I'm saying? He's not any less. Right. You just can't see that. You know what I mean?
It's like a ball player, rap star, something like that. It's in like the entertainment industry. Of course, they make so much because when it comes with being an entertainer, whether you're a sport athlete, like a super sports athlete or some shit, or a fucking musician or an actor, is that everybody feels like they fucking own a piece of you, and it's kind of true that they do. And it's like the most surprising thing out of it all is just how Keanu Reeves just handles that shit. He's just like a nice guy, humble, relaxed.
Hey, Keanu Reeves, that nigga.
Oh, dude. And then of course you got to in comparison, like a counterpoint to Keanu Reeves, you got like a douchebag. You got like
what Tom Cruise.
No.
Tom Cruise had it.
No, like people said that Tom Cruise is an ass, bro.
It's probably I don't know. He does his own stunts. This nigga's like, nigga, I am hanging on this fucking plane as this bitch is taking off. Y'all motherfuckers better not be afraid of shit.
Yeah.
If I'm like, I'm doing all this shit, I'm like, what the fuck you afraid of? That's what you afraid of? Bitch, don't assault me. But I'm talking about, it's like no offense to Ben Simmons. You want me to throw the kid underneath the bus, but you're acting like a little spoiled rat right now. What you fucking do as 11. You make millions in the sports athlete, and you can't adapt to a goddamn game or some shit to the fucking team that needs you over here. You ain't willing to develop that shit. You motherfucker, get your weak ass. Like,
Nigga said you don't eat water, nigga.
Ben Simmons, like, this is like, man, I'll beat your ass. Like, nigga, I met you in person before, and I was like, that nigga look like Ben Simmons. And I walked away. I was like, oh, that's how tall 6'10" is?
Yeah,
Nigga, shit. I seen basketball players in my sport because now I'm considered an athlete. But in my sport, like, nigga, just because you 6'10" doesn't mean yo
Nigga said 6'11".
Choke you. Bitch, I got more limbs now to swing and choke you out with now that you tall that shit. That sounds so fucked. That sounds like an intimidating goddamn threat. But what I'm saying is,
Stop the cap.
No, but no, like the point that you were getting into is like athletes and entertainers, like they live a completely different life, and you know,
especially at such a young age.
Yeah, and like, but
These
like
are fucking children
because of
Built like
Instagram,
tanks.
because of Instagram and the ability to like DM these people and them to be able to DM you, it's changed the dating game to the point of where an average chick thinks that this is the issue with average women, right? And like, you know, whatever. I'm not going to say anything too insulting, but it's going to be the truth. The
I
issue
came
with
across a chick who was an average chick, and she had fucked Drake apparently, and then that's been her whole fucking high for a long time. Like,
and it's going to continue to be her high for the rest of her life. That's called an
But
alpha.
that's because the king gave her her status.
Yeah, like it's called an alpha widow. So like, what happens with an average girl is just because a nigga will pipe you, all of a sudden she now thinks that that's her baseline, that that's her level. You know what I mean? When all he was trying to do was use his shirt sleeve and moved on with his life. You know what I'm saying? And like, so now her viewpoint is twisted because she thinks she really qualifies for guys like that. So like, so the guy who would actually be good for her, like
$200 million worth of nut juice in there.
well, no, she actually had it in her. Then Drake would be, he would have hangers in one hand and vacuum cleaners in the other. Like there ain't no way. Like, but no, like they think that that's their level. You know what I mean? And like, so there's a dude who like makes average money, maybe makes like $50,000-$60,000 a year. And would like drink this bitch's bathwater, bro. Like he would pedestalize her. You know what I mean? Like no, I'm telling you,
she is not me and Bob.
It's still not gonna stop me from just like.
Well, yeah, like of course, but like, yeah, like there are dudes who would literally like do anything, take a bullet for this bitch, like anything, and she won't even look his way because she's liked by a better nigga. Like that's the power of digmatizing bitches, bro. Like,
I wouldn't even take a bullet from me, nigga.
All right,
wait a minute.
I like that.
I wouldn't even take a bullet from me.
I'm not gonna take. Yo, if y'all on Instagram, y'all can tune in later to the twitch.tv/Homeboy Etiquette or YouTube Homeboy Etiquette and recap the episode to get the sound effects and also to hear what Atlas Nova and Huligano said. But he basically said, my nigga said, take a bullet for you? I ain't taking a bullet for me.
And like, I don't want to argue the point, but I was just like, you know what? This nigga's fucking right.
I want to take a bullet. I don't want to take a bullet for me either.
I'll take a bullet for you.
What's that, Bruno Mars? I catch a grenade for you.
I can't.
It's like, fuck that, you hot potato that shit to your homie.
I'm like,
Yeah, you hot potato.
like, nigga, you make too much good music to be jumping on grenades. I would drag your ass back. I want to jump on a grenade. Like, nope, nigga, get the fuck up there.
That nigga
Like, I think throw a female onto a grenade first. Like,
who knows? You might. This is the same nigga here. This is that ice cold, that whatever the fuck. Yeah, forgot it. Oh, God. Oh, damn. That's a classic.
But yeah, man. Okay, so I mean, all right. So we're winding down, I guess. But okay, so what are your guys' final thoughts on, you know, like anything about Kevin Samuels, content wise, impact wise, like what comes forward?
I'll say for me, it was, even though the relationship didn't work out, it didn't work out, but it was just like, I would have never tried it if I didn't sit there and just question, why is this motherfucker always, oh yeah, they got hung up. Like, why is he always pushing relationships? Like, why is he pushing like guys, girls, contact and shit like that to get into a relationship. And I just kept questioning it, and then I kind of just like figured something out, and then something opportunity came across the table, and I took a shot. And then honestly, I'm glad for it, no matter how things may have gone and ended, but like that, I'm glad for that experience. And then like I get to value a relationship because now my new hashtag outside of somebody get they something. Now shit, I'm walking in a building like nigga, I'm somebody's motherfucking husband.
Right.
I'm somebody's goddamn husband. Like bitch, treat me appropriately. I'm somebody's husband. I can be yours.
Perfect.
I can be hers. I can be hers. I can be hers. I can be hers, and hers.
It's interchangeable. At this point.
Infinity sign behind it.
Gotcha. Okay, and then what do you guys think? Like any real things that you want to kind of close on about Kevin Samuels, his content, his impact in your life, anything like that?
I'll go first.
You can start it.
Yeah, I'll go first, man. Honestly, like I said, I'm the newcomer to like watching him, but from everything I've seen and what I heard him say, man, he just says what a lot of people are afraid to say. It's just true, regardless if he's being nice or not. You feel me? So,
yeah.
I mean, it is what it is, man.
You know, I want to say that as a Cypher 360 as a 5%, we want to advocate that however you get your truth across, however you get the truth across, because it's only one truth. And however you get the truth across is your own self-styled way of doing that. And you don't have to say, hey, I'm a 5%er, know about the 5% or anything. But if you getting the truth across to the masses, then we call you a 5%. And when it comes to Kevin Samuels, his self-styled wisdom is something that, you know, aided me in my studies. Like I said, you know, really mentored me and showed me really, okay, how, you know, in other words, a positive black male role model. You know what I'm saying? The definition of it.
Correct.
You know, the very definition of it. You know, he wasn't going for that. He didn't play that shit, but he was respectful. You know, he was civil. You know, he was, you know, he's what you're looking for, man. And rest in peace to the God, man. That's all I got to say. Rest in peace to Kevin Samuels.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, rest in peace.
Word.
I would just say that, like, I was on a similar tip as you, man. Like, the biggest way that he impacted me, man, was because, like, for the first time, I had heard, you know, like a black male who was like older, like wiser, and then really break down, like, how unappreciated black men were. You know what I mean? I didn't realize that I was looking at myself with like some kind of complex. You know what I mean? Where I was getting down on myself for some unconscious shit that I wasn't even realizing I was doing to myself. And then so like, but once he articulated certain aspects of it, I was just like, holy shit, like, you know, like I'm multi-talented, I make this much money, like, you know, like blah, 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 blah. And I'm just like, holy shit, why am I taking bullshit from females? Why? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no fucking reason.
Yeah.
Like I'm stupid. You know what I mean? And then like, and he really like helped to get me motivated in terms of just like, okay, yeah, like you're like, even if you're doing good, you can always be better. You know what I mean? Even Kevin Samuels, he was in his 50s. You could see his progression, his progress, his monologues improved in terms of quality and effectiveness. He improved his technology, his background, his offices, like his contacts, his network, like everything was improving. You were watching it happen in real time.
Working.
Like, so when it came to Kevin Samuels, you know, like I started putting a lot of people onto that nigga, man, because like, well, to the Godfather, because like I was just like, you guys need to hear this. Like even if you don't like his tone, if you can get past his tone, listen to the information. You know what I mean?
Look at the
he's like, I don't give a fuck about tone. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, is what he's saying true?
Y'all are he's on a 30-day sobriety for an experiment.
Yeah. I'm 27 days in.
Got 3 more days and we back with Cameron.
Congratulations too, man.
Yeah,
That's something to be congratulated.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Thanks. Like I was getting tired of looking at my gut. I want my abs back.
Dude, when you gonna stop drinking? Fuck off. We gonna stop cursing. I'll stop. First off, I'll stop drinking probably before I stop cussing. They'll both be at the same time. Like, as soon as I stop drinking, I stop cussing. That means me and Kevin Teresa sitting there dapping a pound, and I'm going to hang out with fucking Robin Williams.
Yeah, nigga, come kick with me, bro. Yeah.
You're led to like Hitler. What are you doing here? I don't know either. Like, but
Like I'm only one to.
I thought I was going down too.
I'm
And
like,
but
come with me by the stairs real quick. I mean, damn, look at those poof. Fuck out of here.
just like he's behind an electrified fence. But yeah, like so I think that he made a really big impact in my life because, like I said, when I found him, I was like in the middle of my red pill rage, man. Like I was doing research into like pimps and all type of shit, just really trying to wrap my head around the aspects of female nature that I didn't understand.
Oh yeah,
And,
like,
like,
so
so-
like we're pimps, right?
They are like pimps are masters of female.
Ish. It's like I like what
Nah.
Yeah.
be a pimp. He says
No, like
because-
yeah, there's a piece of evil that like to make her sell her pussy and shit. Like see, like that. I'm not with that shit. You know what I'm saying? But the ability to convince a female to go that far, that shows
then I-
skill.
I would say if you could convince a Fortune 500 company CEO, female CEO of a Fortune 500 company to do that shit for you, like
That would be even easier.
nigga, are you sure?
That is true,
Hey,
Marquise. But think about it.
Oh wait. What are you gonna say?
That is true, Marquise. But think about it. What can this Fortune 500 bitch do other than Keisha can do from 7-Eleven?
She was a Fortune 500 company. She do a lot of shit.
Oh yeah, that's cool. But what can that do for you?
The pimp could take a CEO and make her just sell.
Well, yeah, but the CEO, yeah, that's cool. I mean,
Just voluntarily, willingly, no drugs, no abuse, just straight words. We gotta hang that nigga because
I got two examples for you. One example is there are a shit ton of cases of lawyers and like female lawyers and female judges who get caught fucking convicts in the court.
oh, absolutely.
Licenses.
Mhm.
And,
Absolutely.
another one that you should know, Andrew Tate, he said he read a book about a woman who was on the UN, went out to Africa to try to negotiate with an African warlord, fell in love with this nigga, fucked him, and then completely lost her job because now she can't be impartial because she was fucking the African warlord. And her only excuse, oh, he was just so convincing and I fell for him. She was on the UN, bro.
Slip Bill landed on his dick.
That's what Phil landed on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, slip fell right on his dick, nigga. That giant African schlong with fucking baby. And like, bro, no. So I'm telling you, in the words of the late great Patrice O'Neal, it don't matter if she's a girl working at McDonald's or a PhD.
That's what I'm saying. Like Keisha from
Bitches are
7-Eleven can do whatever she
They're
wants.
all just goofy like that. Go ahead. What were you saying?
I tried to fight on y'all behalf with that with Elise. God damn
I'm saying like Keisha can do whatever the Fortune 500 bitch doing. I can guarantee. She
And,
can walk back-
and that's what pimps tap into, bro. Pimps tap into the animal that a female is. Like, is it aggressive? Yes. You know what I mean? But like,
Niggas say
big men were aggressive. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so yeah. Like, I do believe that.
Nigga, it's a lion aggressive? Yes. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Alright.
And he gets all the lioness bitch. And like so. But yeah, in terms of Kevin Samuels, yeah, he helped me to realize to have a little bit more pride in who I was as a person. And then just a little because just because I recognized the skills that I had I didn't connect it to how I should be carrying myself. You know what I mean? It was just like I was just some nigga sitting under a rock who just happened to have all these super abilities. It's like if Goku never fought, it's like Ultra Instinct Goku, he always had those abilities, but he never fought any villains. So what use is he? You know what I mean?
Less.
Yeah, he's some kind of super, like Android 17. He was just chilling on an island, dealing with some animals and shit. Meanwhile,
That nigga
this
won the whole
nigga
universe,
on
my nigga.
Super Saiyan Blue Goku somehow, and nobody fucking knew about it. He missed all type of fights and conflicts. Like,
Y'all motherfuckers slept on 17 like in that Tenkaichi game. Super 17 was my dude. I murked all of y'all.
but yeah,
Oh, hold on.
he's keeping up with
Right?
Goku and Golden Frieza, and people were just like, "How the fuck did that happen? He wasn't doing shit." It's like, but that's because he wasn't
He didn't have
in
to do
fucking
shit.
major conflicts. He was off the map. So technically, all those abilities were wasted. And that's what I was doing. I was being Android 17, chilling with a bunch of animals on an island, and I wasn't carrying myself like the superhero I'm supposed to. You know what I mean? So that's what he helped me to like realize about myself. You know what I mean? And he calmed down my red pill rage. You know what I mean? Because like when he took a very calm approach to talking to females and like really trying to reason and rationalize through their thought process. And when the female was responsive and respectful and friendly, then everything went cool. Yep. And then but if she was being a bitch, then he snapped. You know what I mean? I'm just like, I'm not the only one. Fuck! I thought that I was crazy. Like I thought it was bipolar or something. No, it's like when you're nice to me, I'm nice to you. I'm gonna be a dick to you.
And done kicking it with the averages, nigga. You dealing with the savages at this point. Like,
the savages, man.
Yeah, I'm not dealing with the averages.
Like one thing he's ever pointed out, it's like something that was always did, and then he pointed it out in his monologues and stuff like that. Is like the last guy that you was dealing with, or your baby daddy at the point, it was like, what kind of guy was he? I'm like, oh hell no! Like, hell, you gonna put rules on me, and that's you let put a baby in you? That thing right there?
You said that thing, that creature.
Talking about, are you my dad? Nah, kick it.
Are you my daddy? Nah, reptilian, get out my face.
Oh boy, I got something. I'm like, hell no, you let that motherfucker put a baby. Oh hell! Absolutely not. No. If it'd be different, it was like if it was like a dude that was on his shit and was a good man and things didn't work out because what the fuck ever reason happened. Like I dated girls like that, usually older women, and then this shit didn't work out with a fuck every dumbass reason that didn't work out because it usually is a dumbass reason at all. And then, but it's like, all right, he's a respectable guy. I'm like, all right, cool. I acknowledge him. I'm like, cool, like that. But if it's just like some ass fucking Popeye serving, no offense to Popeye serving, but like,
hey man, that bomb at chicken sandwiches.
Like, no, absolutely not. Absolutely no. Like that's really big. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
You ain't gonna sit here and tell me them sandwiches ain't bomb.
Yeah, those sandwiches slap. But that was another rule that I learned from. He reinforced the rule. You never pay a higher price for that female than the previous guy did.
The baby daddy did.
Yeah,
I said the baby daddy like.
Well, no, but even the previous guy, nigga, what do I look like taking a chick on a date when she let a nigga like hit her in a fucking like rest stop bathroom for free, nigga?
Yeah.
Hell nah,
nigga. Like, no,
she ain't gonna tell it to you, but like, see, like I have a magical.
He had a rest stop,
open up
in the back seat.
All of their dirty shit, bro. And like because I'm just a very inviting spirit because I'm so honest and upfront that they're just like, yeah, I can be honest and upfront too. You will be shocked at the type of shit that you hear from these bitches, bro. No, nigga.
No, I'm not opposing. I'm just like in agreement. I'm like, yeah.
Because how many situations were you a part of where you're just like, why am I getting pussy right now? Like, why is this happening? I didn't do anything. I said hello. Like,
no.
I said hello, not no. Right?
Oh, you were asleep. How do you explain that shit?
Wait, what? Who? Are we talking about me?
Yes, you.
Oh, yeah. That definitely
pretty much, Julia.
Bro, I had to come and pick up this nigga from a chick's house. She roofied this motherfucker, and he has to pick up to her sucking his limp dick with her brother smoking a cigarette, watching it in the corner.
Yeah, that was
blood on his shirt because she had to drag this nigga up the stairs, and he busted his fucking head. Nigga, are you serious?
I was unconscious for that.
And that's what I'm saying. You were asleep.
These girls can be aggressive animals, like you said.
Yeah, they can. They can be some beasts, nigga.
They can. At this point, we all know what time it is.
I'm about to bust.
Okay.
All
Yeah.
right.
Oh yeah.
So we like to say, all right, pass
Rest in
off your
peace.
credentials.
All right, we'll
Yeah,
look in the builder. Cypher 360. Keep it spinning.
I mean, Atlas Nova, the Cypher 360. You know what I mean? Keep it spinning. Rest in peace to Kevin Samuels.
Rest in peace.
All right, Shmay made over at the 52 minute the Q says the thing in the conquer, passing off to my partner in crime, the art react himself.
Yo, this is Kevin the Raw representing Homeboy Etiquette here on YouTube, Twitch, and now on TikTok. That is tiktok.com/@Homeboy Etiquette, all one word, no spaces. Also representing KMT Games and KMT Productions here on YouTube, Twitch, and on TikTok. Rest in peace, Kevin Samuels. He was a real one. It was way too soon. It was shocking to me. But you know what? I'm going to do my best before it's fucking going the best I can in the best way that I can, spreading the good truth about the reality of the state of relationships and making sure that men understand their value in the world. If you guys haven't already, make sure that you like the video. If you have any comments or suggestions about any topics you want us to talk about here in the near future, make sure that you leave that in the comments down below as well. And if you have not already, smash that like button, smash that follow button, and smash that subscribe button. And if you're on YouTube specifically, make sure the bell notification icon is turned on and set to all, so you'll be notified anytime that we're uploading new content.
Yes!
With all that being said, we appreciate everybody who came through to the stream, and we will see you guys in the next video. Ouija board. It's a fucking Ouija board. Yeah, it is.
Yeah. RP to Kevin Samuels, the Godfather.
RP.
RP.
I'm about to bust.